Hello. Long time no stream, guys. How are you? um I probably should have started with a starting screen so I could get some stuff set up, but I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it. Um Let me see here. Okay, I yeah. I probably should have figured this out before I started hit stream, but hit start, but here we are. Scuffed as always. Let me do this. What is this? Ooh, I do not like that. Okay. So I was tweaking with my audio settings again, and I'm not sure how this sounds right now, to be honest. Because I'm messing with the noise gate a little bit, and I'm not actually sure if what I'm doing is making a difference. I think it has something to do with the gain I have. I feel like it's too high because I didn't realize I have it in like my equalizer as well. But whatever, I'm gonna drop my gain down a little bit actually. Do like 4 decibels for now. And then I'll just fix it later or something. We'll see. But hello guys, long time no stream. Today is just a Zatsu, just a catching up stream because while I technically did originally plan to stream today, I wasn't really sure what to do, to be honest. So just chatting for now, I guess, just to catch up because I know I skipped last week's stream for I don't even remember the reason why. What did I say? Oh, yeah. Cause I felt like I was gonna explode. So if I did not get a day to myself, I was going to cry, or something. Anyways, let me tweet first. Live now, just chatting today. Yippee. Alright, there we go. Put this in my Zatsu folder. Playlist, I mean. Let's see. There we go. Alrighty. What have I been up to? Well, my social life, now that December has hit, or the winter month has hit, for some reason, it has monumentally exploded. Which is to say, I am spending a lot more time with my colleagues at work, plus my friends who are also my work colleagues but are mostly my friends. Yeah, there's just been it's been a lot lately. I don't really oh god, my throat's giving up on me. So, okay, let me move my mic a little bit more. There we go. I don't know if this makes a difference, whatever. I'll figure this out eventually. Anyways, how's it been, guys? How's it been? It's been a week and a half or so since I last streamed, and I feel like somehow in the past week, I've missed a lot somehow, and I'm not really sure why. I don't, like, it feels like time is moving monumentally fast to the point where it's like, what do you mean it's already December? Like, what do you mean that I've been back to streaming since, what is it, October? And it's now already December? I feel like I haven't done anything with my life other than work, and more work. Even though I have actually been, like, low-key working on some things on the side. But for whatever reason, it's like, time is moving very, very quickly. I don't know if it's just me. But I don't know, I feel like it's been 3 months or something, and since I've been back officially from my unintentional hiatus, and time is just moving so fast. It's like it's, what do you mean it's been 3 months already? I don't get it. I really don't get it. What? In any case, yeah, now that December has hit, for whatever reason, my social life has been booming. And by that I mean I'm just going out a little bit more with my friends. Last week we went out like twice, I think. Twice for sure, but I feel like it's been more. Because after work, we usually end around the same time, so we've just been going out. My spinach and goat cheese dip title is there for a reason. I'm not even kidding too, so yeah, I'll explain that in a little bit. But it's mainly like, yeah, I've just been really busy with my social life. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I can't really go into too much detail, right? But for obvious reasons. But I've been busy. I've been busy, and I don't want to be. Like, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday and Sunday were like, no, not yesterday, Sunday was like the first time I was home at like a reasonable time. And like, I've been working a little bit earlier now, so I'm no longer like really working the 6 to 2 shift, evening shifts now. It's only like once a week, because my workplace is doing a quote unquote lot of restructuring. So add this to the 0 days since Zen has mentioned work counter. I mean, it's kind of like, it's hard to talk about anything else considering work, my life revolves so much around my work. Like, I spend 40 hours a week there, 5 days, 40 hours a week. But that's not even including like commute time, which pretty much doubles that almost. Well, adds on like 10 extra hours or something. Like, it takes me an hour and a half to get to work, but half an hour to get home. Like, that's how bad traffic is in my city. Anyways. Yeah, that, like, I don't know, I find it difficult to talk about anything else now, and I really, like, I've been thinking about it, and apparently I've come to the conclusion that I may or may not have unintentionally become a normie again. And it's a little bit distressing if I think about it. Like, I've always, apparently it's like, compared to my cousins, I'm probably the most normie out of all of us. Because, like, we're all technically weebs, right? But because of the different character arcs in my life, so to speak, I've kind of turned into a normie. And it's a little bit distressing now that I think about it. Because it's like, what do you mean my life revolves around nothing but work now? And like, I barely have time to touch my hobbies. And it's kind of distressing. I'm trying to dedicate more time to my hobbies, but it's kind of difficult when my job takes up so much of my time unintentionally, because it's like you work 8 hours a day, 2 hour plus 2 hours to commute, and by the time you get home, shower, and also add on like 2 hours to that for exercise, that's already like, let's see, 10 hours, 12 hours, 12 and a half. It's like 3, and if an average person is awake for like 16 hours, I only have like 3 hours of my life to do things per day. But even then, oh wait, no, not even the 3. It's like, take that down to like an hour and a half, because I need time to like eat, right? Eat my meals and whatnot. So it's like 1 hour per day, basically, I have stuff to do. Non-obligated stuff to do, hobby-wise. And then the rest of my life is just dedicated to everything else that I do. Wow, my free time is kind of tragic. It's kind of tragic now that I think about it. It's been like that for a while, but not much I can do about it, right? Not much I can do about it. Not much. This is so sad. But yeah, I've come to the conclusion that I'm kind of like more normie than... I've kind of become a normie. I don't really like that. Like, I will be honest with you, I have not watched an anime in like more than 3 years, I think. At least like a new one, I mean. Like, it's been that long. Like, part of the reason why I haven't watched anything is because the brain cells to consume new media and actually like think about it is kind of taxing in a way. But it's also because my attention span is like in the trenches. Like, it's bad. It's like, unless I can fixate on it, it's kind of really difficult for me to get into something because my attention span is just kind of garbage, to be honest. Like, it's gotta grip me from the beginning, otherwise my interest in it wanes a lot. So yeah. Not sure what to do about that other than power through it in order to get my attention span defeated. But having the energy to power through that too is hard. I think part of the reason why I think this too is because it's also like that time of the year where seasonal depression kicks in. So it makes everything a little bit more sluggish, a little bit more slow. You don't want to do things because the weather is so dreary. But that's part of the reason why, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, I don't really have much to talk about, to be honest. Although, cause like, it's all just work. But I will say that all of last week, it's just been really rough on me, which is why I skipped streaming last week. Cause I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like the area in which I work just has it out for me. Like, I apparently attract a lot of really weird and crazy people at work, and I don't know why. like, it's not even intentional. I'm just trying to do my job. But yet all the crazy and weird people come to me for some reason or show up when I'm on the clock, and it's like wearing me thin dealing with them. So I finally got like a reprieve from that the past 2 days. But even then, it's like my last day off wasn't like enough for me to recover. So now I'm like, yeah, I'm I feel a little bit more relaxed now that I've managed to not deal with crazy, stupid weirdos at work. But last week was something else. It's like it's not unusual in my line of work to encounter these sort of people. Like, I'm absolutely convinced that, and as a disclaimer, I must say I normally would not say things rude or mean things about people. I'll try not to anyways. I'll just think it, but I'll try not to, because I don't really like being mean or rude or whatever. But my workplace is kind of turning me a little toxic, I'll be honest, and I don't really like it. So I'm trying to like not think this way, but listen, I'm convinced that everyone who walks into the establishment that I work in are just idiots. Every single person. It's a lot. So you know, because of that, because I'm convinced of that, a lot of the stuff that I'm asked about the people at my, like, from the guests that I get at work, the customers, they're kind of like mind numbing to the point that it's like excruciatingly painful. And I don't know, I was like 3 seconds away from biting someone's head off. I am not kidding. Like, it's just that bad. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you work in the customer service industry, right? you gotta lock in, you gotta double down, and then you gotta just get through the day. That's just how it is. So that's what I've been doing. And I don't know, something about last week is just like everything was just going wrong. So, you know, I just needed some time to myself. And I think it did me good just sitting at home, watching streams all day and relaxing to it. I think it did me some good. And I did make a little bit of a rosette stuff too. I am working on some stuff for my Ita bag off stream. So there's that. And I'm quite proud with how that rosette is turning out so far. I do need to get a little bit more supplies before I can start putting together my Ita bag in general. But for the most part, it's going well, I would say. I have the foundation, I just need to actually make it now. With the exception of like one thing that I need to get so that I don't damage my merch. But yeah. Yeah, last week is just, it was too much. There was a lot. I said I'm convinced that my work area, the area that I work in, has it out for me. And last week they were all just coming for my throat, man. Like, they just did not stop. It's just one day after another. Like, my bad week got worse, and then it just went to hell after that. And it's not even just at my workplace. Like, the origin of my stream title for today, the spinach and goat cheese dip, even though it's not even regarding the dip, it's part of it too. Like, I've mentioned that earlier this week, or this month rather, my social life has been a little bit more busy lately, because my friends and work colleagues are inviting me out. So the first night we went out, we went to like a restaurant near my workplace. It's sort of like a sports bar-esque kind of thing, but none of us do sports. But we went there because it was the only place that was open at the time we got off work. So we went, and they had like half-price appetizers. And, you know, the food was good. The spinach and goat cheese dip was like heaven on earth. But it's the fact that at that time I also ordered sliders. Like 3 little mini burgers, sliders. And the thing about these sliders is that I never received them. It's basically the restaurant we went to, the sports bar or whatever. The waitress that was serving us, she was okay to begin with. Like, a little bit curt, very brief with her words. Which is fine, right? It's that's not a problem. Like, I can respect someone just walking in, clocking in, doing your job, and clocking out. But it's only afterwards, after we started receiving our food, that things starting to go downhill. And it made me realize, oh yeah, my work area just really does not like me. Because we ordered our food at the restaurant, and it was half price appetizers day, or like time of night. So we're ordering here appetizers because none of us are like super duper hungry. So I ordered spinach and goat cheese dip and sliders. My friend ordered a half rack of ribs and goat cheese dip as well. So we had 2 plates of goat cheese dip. And then my other friend ordered nachos for herself and onion rings on the side for our manager, which we were gonna bring back to them. And so we get our food. We start receiving our food. The goat cheese comes first, and I'm like trying it because it's my first time trying spinach and goat cheese dip. And it's like, wow, that stuff is amazing. I might have a thing for dips now. Just saying. But like, that spinach and goat cheese dip was single-handedly good enough to like reverse all the bad things that have happened in the past week. Like, that's just how good it was to me. Maybe it was because I was hungry at that time, or maybe it's because I was just really craving something that's kind of like a little bit salty but very much savory, right? So whatever the reason was, the spinach and goat cheese dip kind of changed the trajectory of my life that day. So I'm out here eating the goat cheese dip. My friend gets her nachos, starts eating that too, and she gets like mozzarella sticks on the side as well. And so those come. And then my friend, who ordered the half rack of ribs, her ribs came to the table. And we're all like, oh, we were not expecting that to come first. Because, you know, we thought ribs would take longer to cook. So where are my sliders? So we're all like, okay, maybe it's just taking them a little bit more time to make. So we start eating our food. And then, you know, minutes pass by and the sliders are still not here. Our waitress has disappeared, or like she's helping other customers, but she hasn't passed by our table in a while, so we don't really know who we can call, right? And so we keep waiting and we're like, oh, I think it's kind of cooked, guys. I don't think the sliders are coming. And it's like, because by the time we finished eating, and we were eating like quite fast, because I guess we were kind of like really hungry, but not like starving hungry. Like hungry enough to eat, but not hungry enough to want to order something big. Like you just want a snack, right? And keep in mind, it's like at the time we were at this place, it's like after 11 o'clock p.m., close to midnight, maybe even after midnight, who knows. We start eating our food, and by the time we're like halfway done the dip, halfway done the nachos, my friend has devoured the entire half rack of ribs and is starting on her fries. My sliders still are not there. And we're like, oh, okay. I don't think it's coming. And then partway, and it's like, I'm okay with it, right? It's not a problem, right? Because at that time, I actually wasn't really hungry, but all my friends were like both of my friends were like ordering more than one thing, and I was like, is the spinach and goat cheese dip enough for me? I'm not actually sure, but nothing else on the menu looked kind of appetizing. So I was like, you know what, let's just go with the sliders, because if I get it and it's too much, I can always just bag it and take it home, right? Pack it up and take it home. Because, you know, they're a little bit easier to transport than something like pasta or like ribs, and you don't want like ribs overnight because they won't taste as good once you heat it up, I think. So we're like, whatever, right? I'm like, whatever. If I have to bring the whole thing home, it's fine. But it's just like, I never received it in the end. So as we're eating, I'm like, oh, it's not a problem. Like, I'll just double check the bill, make sure they didn't charge me for that because they didn't give it to me. And it's like, why? You're probably wondering, why did I not call the waitress over? But it's also like, she never passed by to begin with. So it's like, how am I supposed to call her over if I don't see her, right? And could you have asked someone else? Yeah, probably. But like, there was no one passing by our table, which is the thing. And no one was like looking in our direction whenever we're looking around. So it's like, oh, whatever. It's whatever, right? It's like, no reason to be mad about it. Because like, I'm not super hungry to begin with. But it's also like, oh, I could be kind of like forgotten. Not surprising. Not surprising. It's not the first time it's happened, to be honest. But it's also like, so we're eating. We're almost done eating. And then our server does like a drive-by. Not even a stop, wait, and ask how we're doing with our meal. She just drives by. You guys got everything? And just walks away before letting us answer. And it's like, well, no. But like, you're already gone. We can't really say much. So we just finished our food, chatting. It's because like, whatever. We've already accepted my sliders are cooked. Whatever. We're not gonna wait for it. We're not gonna bother with it. Whatever. So we're finished eating, and then by the time we asked the server, "Can we get our bill?" We get our bill. Like, she comes and she gives us our bill, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I never received my sliders. Could you just void this from the bill? And then the freaking waitress is like the rudest person on earth. It's kind of crazy, because it's like, she was like, she is straight up accusing me of like, she said the words, it's your fault that you never told me you didn't receive your food. When I came by and asked you, did you receive anything? And you guys said yes. And we were like, I was stunned. I was like so shocked. Cause it's like, what kind of customer service is this? And freaking my friend had to reply to me because I was like gagged. Like, I don't, just thinking back to it, it's like, holy crap, like, this is the worst customer service I've ever had in my life at a restaurant. Like, it's worse than the time the waiter actually forgot my food, but then they comped it for me afterwards when they remembered, and I was like, oh, like, yeah, that's fine, that's good customer service. But this lady straight up, instead of apologizing, just skipped over that and went straight to accusing me for not telling her I didn't receive my sliders. Like, bro, I didn't tell you because, first of all, you probably would have, why didn't you notice first of all? Because it's like, you delivered the food to us as well, and then you punched it in. Well, we assumed you punched it in at the beginning. And it's like, you hand us everything except one dish. And you don't even tell us about it. But it's also like, I didn't say anything because like, I genuinely thought that she just forgot to punch it in. So we're like, oh, it's fine, whatever. But it is also like, yeah, that's partially on me for not telling her, but it's also like, yeah, I would have agreed with her if she didn't straight out start accusing me. Like, oh, she said, oh, sorry, you didn't let me know. I could have brought it out. I checked on the kitchen for you, whatever. Like, that's usually how you're supposed to respond to things like this, not going straight to, it's your fault for not telling me, even though I asked you. But it's like, ma'am, you also did a drive-by, ask how we were doing. You didn't even stop for a second. And it's like, that's not very, what's the word, conducive? Conductive? I don't even know how to pronounce it. I think it's conducive to, like, conversation. So, like, yeah, it's partially my fault, but it's also, like, I would have been more understanding about it if you brought it out now, and I just packed it up to bring home. If you didn't go straight up to accusing me, and I'm like, wow. But it's also, like, the moment I got my bill, like, you didn't even have to go through all that. She could have just said, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll have that voided for you right away. Like you could have just agreed, right? Because it's like, you're clearly looking at all the plates on the table. None of them are the plates for the sliders. And not one moment did you walk back into the kitchen, look at all the stuff that's being served, and it's like, oh yeah, this is everything. Even though I think they might have already made it in the back. I'm not too sure. I don't know what happened, but I had her void it out of my receipt, so it's fine. But it's also like, that shook me so hard. Like, what kind of customer service is that? Like, accusing the customer that and saying it's their fault is crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. I was gagged. Holy shit. But yeah, that was like ending off my night of whatever bad was going on at work too. So it's like, wow, crazy shit. But yeah, that happened in my work area, which is like, and that happened like while I was outside of work too, like after I ended work. So it's like, I think genuinely that area has it out for me. Like, the world has decided to make this one place just go after my throat, wants to make my life miserable. I do not know why. I don't want to know why, but I hope it stops. But yeah, the day after that, I apparently forgot. This was like Saturday, by the way. I went out to that sports bar-esque place on Friday, and then on Saturday, I apparently was supposed to go out with my friends again, but I didn't realize. It's not that I forgot. It's like, I knew we were going out on Saturday. I just didn't realize it was Saturday itself. Like, it didn't make any problems or anything, because I still could have gone out anyways. It's whatever. But it's also like, oh, I did not realize it was Saturday. Because, like, after starting a full-time job, I never know what day it is anymore, even though it's kind of important to know what day it is that I'm working. Because it has very much to do with my job in a way. Like, I have to know because we have stuff happening daily that I have to keep track of. But it's like, I'd never know what day it is unless my alarm goes off. So the day I forget to set an alarm is the day is all over. In any case, on Saturday we went out. No story attached to this one, but our server that day was really, really nice. When we went to the restaurant, he was really chill, really nice, a really good talker. He was just genuinely fun to have as a server, because he's just like so welcoming, right? So, you know, props to that guy for making my night not miserable. Props to him for making my life not miserable. Like, that is a very low bar. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I had a good night that night. I tried their nachos because my friends wanted nachos again. So we got nachos, and it was really, really good nachos because they had the guac cut in-house, made fresh. But it's also like the nachos, they didn't drown everything in it. They made the sauce separate, so it's like not soggy, which I really, really appreciated. Like, that's the one reason why I don't really eat nachos. It's because the chips always get super soggy before you can finish, like, even get halfway through it. But yeah, those are some really, really good nachos. And then I also had crab and cheese dip. I have a thing for dip now, apparently. But yeah, spinach and goat cheese dip the day before, crab and cheese Gouda, I think it's Gouda cheese, crab and Gouda cheese dip the next day after. That was really, really good too. A little bit too much though, because I could not finish it. Like, they gave a lot more dip than I thought they would, and not enough bread, or crostinis as they called it. But it's also like, I really don't want to eat that much bread, considering I eat bread in the morning, so I felt a little bit bad. But whatever, I went out, had some food, whatever. It's whatever. So there's that. And then what else is there? I don't know, not much else has happened aside from that. Cause yeah, let's see. Yeah, I haven't really been doing much, to be honest. I mean, I did make a decision. I'm gonna start a new craft project once the spring comes around, because I need well-ventilated space for that. I'm gonna start resin crafting. I have some of the supplies already, it's just can't do it yet because it's winter time right now. But I don't know, I'm just kind of existing lately. There's not much that goes on in my mind these days, other than I want to do this, I want to do that, but I don't have the genuine energy or time for it, which makes it kind of difficult. It makes me kind of sad too, to be honest, because I really, really do want to do things. It's just that I can't, right? Like, time constrictions make things difficult. But we make do. Like, I'll try and wake up a little bit earlier so I can at least get like 1 hour stream a day or something, because I do want to continue streaming a little bit more. But we'll see how it goes. If anything, I'll just stick to my schedule once or twice a week. Not too bad, to be honest. What else have I been up to? Oh, I'm slowly getting back into MXTX stuff again. Moshang Tangshu. Like Modazushi, Scum Villain, Tingwan Shifu, stuff like that. Again, I don't know, I woke up yesterday and I was like, I really kind of miss reading about them. And so I pulled up our archive of our own, pulled up our AO3, and I started reading fic of them again. I miss them. I don't know, it's like every year I get back into this mood where I want to like get back into it. It's like how every year I do reread or go through the entire tag of King's Avatar on AO3, because it brings me so much joy and comfort when I read fanfiction. And I don't know, like every year or so I come back to like these fandoms again, the MXTX ones, because these ones hold a really special place in my heart, because they're the first like danme I've ever read in my life, and I fell in love with the writing style, the concept of the stories and everything, and I just really, really love it. Yeah, so I'm reading fics of that stuff again, mainly anything involving Jiangchen. I cannot pronounce it with my retainers. Jiangcheng. There we go. JC for short. Jiangcheng, he's my favorite character in Modao, so I cannot explain why. I just really like this prickly, angry cat guy sort of thing. Not actually a cat guy, by the way. Cat boy. But he's, I don't know, I just really like him. He's a very complex and flawed character, which I really, really adore. Because while the protagonist has a quote-unquote golden halo that's not really a golden halo in Modao, more in Scum Villain, but in Modao, it's like the world in a way does revolve around him, but he's equally as flawed as well, which I really like reading about. Like, I like reading about those flawed characters because it makes them a little bit more human, I think. And that's really something that I want to like incorporate into my own writing as well, if I ever pick up writing again. May not be happening anytime soon other than lore writing, which I am still working on, thinking about it. But it's like, whenever I think of my own lore, I'm like, what the hell am I? Because it's like, I think of my lore, but all I think of is Ren's lore. I don't know if did I ever explain this on stream? Ren is like, I think I did, but Ren is like the original version of Zen Ryosen. Mainly in the way of design-wise, because when I first started streaming, Ren was the image of myself that I had, because I saw my OC Ren, who, by the way, Ren is like a Twisted Wonderland OC that I made, whose entire backstory is based on Arknight's lore. But I shoved her into Twist. Yeah, so I made her, and she's just this really, really cool, chill, laid-back character with like a tragic past. And it's like, she's cool. I love her. Like, there's no other way for me to describe it. But yeah, and then when I started streaming, I just took her image, but I don't want to use her backstory, right? Because Zen Ryosen is like, in a way, I see every single OC that I have, even if they might have like similar bases, foundations. Is that what it's called? Like, they have their own identity. So when I originally started streaming and made myself with the appearance of Ren, but called myself Zen, one letter difference. No, you don't see that, by the way. I was like trying to figure out too, like, what is a name I'm comfortable with being called? And I'm like, as much as I want to be Ren, I don't really want to be her, because her identity I want to separate from what I like have as my streamer persona. So I just changed the name, totally completely new concept, not just changing one letter, right? and then I don't know, I just came up with the last name. I mean, the last name Ryosen, it's kind of just been something that's been kind of floating around in my mind, because I actually originally made quote unquote Zen. Hi again, hello, how are you? Haven't seen you, or well, haven't seen anyone in a while actually, because I don't come here. I skipped last week's stream, but I'm here now. Not much going on today. I'm just kind of chatting, catching up. You missed my story on the spinach and goat cheese dip, and my insanely bad, no good week last week. But right now I'm just kind of talking about my lore again, because I've been thinking about like, what am I gonna do for my lore? Because like, I know I said I had stuff written, but that's not actually true to an extent. Like, there is stuff, but I don't want to use that stuff for my lore. So I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what kind of backstory do I, as Zen Ryosen, want for myself? And it's like, that's a very, very good question. Because when I think of Zen Ryosen, my mind comes up blank, which isn't very often that this happens, because usually when I write OC characters, I have this idea for them of how I want to write them, how I want their backstory to be. Usually when I make characters, I have an idea already in mind of what I want them to be, but I think my problem with Zen Ryosen as a whole, as my streamer persona, as a character, my problem with her is that when I look at her, I don't really see anything. She's kind of just like a blank slate, and it's kind of like, this means I can do anything with the backstory, but at the same time, it's kind of like, where do I even begin? Because, like, my original idea is to have her be like a plague dragon, or like poisonous, venomous, tie in with the green color scheme, which I might actually still keep. That's kind of what I have in mind. I'm just trying to figure out what is the universe I want to put her in. What is the setting? What are her abilities? What is the general plot of the story that I want to tell to my viewers, to my readers, to whoever wants to listen to me go yap about whatever the hell I'm on whenever I talk about my lore, if I ever talk about my lore after I make it. But it's kind of like, it's a blank slate, but it's also at the same time, there is something else that I want to tie into this universe, but that requires me telling the story of another character. And then my idea of it is like, do I want to fit Zen into that story, which I do actually kind of want to write, or do I want to just make something new entirely? Like, that's my current dilemma right now. I think I mentioned I was gonna also do, what is it? My attention span is jumping all over the place right now. It's one second I'm talking about spinach and goat cheese dip, the next I'm talking about my lore. Now I'm like, what am I doing? What's on my to-do list? What do I have to check off? I mentioned last on on Twitter that I was gonna drop my new character model as well, and I'm like, do I want to do that today, or do I want to wait until I finish fixing that? Like, the model itself is good, but I think I might change some things. I don't know. I think, do I actually, let me see here. I think there was an update to the model. Let me see, what is this? Okay, I don't think it's... Ooh! Oh. Ooh. Guys, I think... Oh my god. They're releasing... The Prism model, they're releasing kimonos. And like... Maybe I can be closer to what I had originally in mind. This is beautiful. This is great news. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is great news. I don't know. Anyways, back to my lore. I'm like trying to figure it out. Like, originally I had the idea after creating the whole idea of Zen Ryosen, I had the idea, like, I wanted to be like Chinese themed in a way, because as a notion to my ancestry, my nationality, whatever you want to call it. I forgot what the word is, but my ethnicity, something like that. Anyways, I wanted to like reference that because I do really want to get more. I want to know more about my culture. So I wanted to create a character that kind of delved deeply into it. So it's why my original model, my original PNG model, the I'm gonna show you which one because it's been a while. Let me see. Image. Upload. Oh, it's a good thing I put everything into a singular folder. That was this right here is my original model, right? This is what I originally debuted as. Like, I just woke up one day, I'm like, yeah, I am going to use this. This is what I drew Zen Ryosen as. The base is what the base is technically Ren. I just changed the clothes and added some stuff, mainly the clothes though. But yeah, so that's what I originally had in mind. I wanted to be, Chinese themed as a notion to my culture. But I didn't know what sort of backstory I wanted her to have. Because it's like, do I want Shansha now? Do I want to publicly embarrass myself? I also have OCs. I haven't told anyone about them. I'm not a writer or visual artist, so they're really entirely stuck in my head for now. Nothing embarrassing about having OCs. I mean, it's a little bit hypocritical of me to say that because I don't speak about my OCs often. Like, ever since I started talking about on stream, I'm more open to like talking about it, but I've never really spoke about my OCs before then to like anyone because I'm kind of like self-conscious of my writing, even though I do post stuff online. So a little hypocritical of me when I say this, but in all fairness, in all honesty, there's nothing bad about having OCs, about enjoying and creating what you like, right? Like I think it's a wonderful thing having OCs, having these characters that you create on your own, that you think about, that you have dedicated your time and love and energy into, and seeing them come to life in whatever piece of writing, media, art that you want to express them in. Even if it's just whatever fantasies you have in your own head, the fact that you have made like an OC, the fact that you think about them, think about how you want them to develop, how they my brain is not working today. Oh my god. How you want them to like progress, so to speak. That is not the right word, but I think you understand what I mean in a way. I hope you do. It's like seeing how their story unfolds, even if it's just within your own brain. I think that's really, really, really cool and neat. And I am running out of adjectives. It's like, I just think putting love and care and dedication into something that you created, whether or not you've actually like physically expressed it through some way, even if it's just in your own mind, having OCs, it's like there's nothing to be embarrassed about that. Like even now I'm like still kind of in shock that I'm so open to talking about my OCs. Like the other day I was talking about my Naruto OC that I created when I was like 14, 16 or something, whatever. And I'm like, wow, I've never talked at length about this before to anyone in my entire life. But now I'm like, yeah, I would love to talk about my OCs. I have like a bajillion of them. Oh my god. Like, I think I have more than I think in my writing folder alone, file-wise, and just stuff that I've written, not just like on OCs, but just stuff I've written. I have like over 1,000 files, Word documents, whatever, open in my Google Drive. And that's all stuff I've been collecting since like that I've been writing since I was like 14. And a lot of them, I will admit, are like OCs. Because for me, I really enjoy making OCs more than I... Oh, what did I move? What did I... Oh, that is not... Oh, hang on a sec. 1, 2... Okay, no, that's not it. Why is my background moving? Hang on. Lock that. Where is my image? There we go. We'll put myself back on screen over here. Where was I? Actually genuinely forgot what I was talking about just now. my attention span is not great. My memory is not great. We are going through it, guys. Something OCs. I have a lot. Oh, right. Yeah, I have a lot of OCs. And when it comes to, like, for me, how I started writing is just fan fiction, right? But for me, when I make OCs, it's mainly not for original things, but for, like, inserting them into pre-existing universes. Hence fan fiction. So a lot of my OCs, they're just people I just kind of insert into universes because I like seeing how they develop, how they grow and change within a given story, and how that story in turn changes as well. I like observing that. I like writing about that stuff. I don't usually share it though, but it's one of the greatest joys I have in life. Just like making an OC, placing them into a piece of media that I love, and then just observing how they grow and change and interact with everyone in that universe, with my favorite characters, with characters I don't really like, with NPCs and everyone else. Like, I've said before, like, when I first discovered fanfiction, and even now it still holds to this day. I love reading about people's OCs. It's one of the most beautiful things that there are posted out there in the internet, I think. If only because you can tell when someone writes their OC, when they release this fanfiction where their OC is in the universe, where they fall in love with that person's favorite character, whatever, become friends with X, Y, and Z in universe, you can tell how much love and dedication people have placed into making this beloved character, whether or not they are sweet and kind, whether or not they're a little bit weak but then become really powerful and strong Mary Sues, whether or not they start off as Mary Sues or if they're just a normal guy. Like, regardless of what their position in the story is, what their role is, what setting they're in, I love reading about it because it's like you can tell how much love this person has put into the character. Like, you can be 12, you can be 14 years old, you can be even however old I am, 9,500 years, whatever. I don't know what age I'm setting Zen as yet, but we'll see. It can be 3, whatever. Regardless of your age, even though I feel like a lot of people associate these sort of things with like 14-year-olds starting out writing fanfiction, no matter how old you are, I think it's an act of love writing like that, right? Or like sharing your character with the world. And you know, that's beautiful to me. It's really great just reading about how people create their characters, how they build them, how they write about them, and how they shape them. I like reading about how people make these characters flawed, how they make them perfect, how they I like watching them grow because it feels like as you read them, you grow with them too in a way. Um, I guess in a way, this can be about literally any piece of media now that you think about it. Because it's like, even mangas, whatever, Naruto, whatever, these are all everyone's people's OCs. And I guess that's why I kind of really enjoy reading this stuff in a way. Like, if you think about it that way, I think that's part of the reason why. But yeah, for me, anyways, my OCs, I've only recently ever started getting comfortable talking about them. I don't know, like back in high school, when I first discovered fanfiction, I never liked talking about my OCs or my writing in general, because I feel like my friends didn't really understand this is a way for me to express myself, and they just kind of laughed it off. But I could never figure out if it's like a, oh, you're embarrassing kind of laugh, or it's like, oh, you're an endearing kind of laugh. But I think little me took it as, oh, this is embarrassing, you're an embarrassment, so I never talked about writing again to my friends from back then. So there's that. Please don't be shy about it. If you have something that you love, please don't be shy about it. I'm still learning how to do that myself, but here I am showing the world what, or at least talking about it, not showing you guys, but talking about it, because it's something that I like, and it's not something to be ashamed of, you know? But yeah, my characters for my OCs, I mean, Zen Ryosen in itself is an OC. It's just, I don't know what to put her as. Like, do I want Shansha? Do I want Shansha based historical? I don't know. It's like, cause the originally, like, based on this design I have right over here, based on that design, it's like, I do want it to be like Chinese culture Shansha maybe themed, because that's how I want it to be. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know enough about that. I'm very disconnected from my culture in the way that I'm very I'm not mainland. I will say that much. I'm not mainland, so I didn't really grow up with like a lot of my culture as well. So like tradition and whatnot, they're very lax within my family. So I guess because of that, I'm not really like familiar with customs and traditions and whatnot. And as a result of that, I'm also not familiar with like the genres too for like fictional works. So stuff like Shansha themed novels, such as like Modao or Tingwa Shifu or Scum Villain, stuff like that, they're sort of like new to me, because like I've never, well, no, I did know about it in the past, a la Cantonese dramas that my grandma plays on the TV, but I've never really like delved into it, touched onto it too much. So to elaborate a little bit more, a few of my OCs follow the same idea of being based on parts of my ethnicity. Yeah, so it's like, I feel like when making OCs, a lot of it is like, they're a little bit apart. There's a part of that, how do I say this? A part of you, part of them, a part... I'm trying to think about how to phrase it. I'm sorry, the words tend to get jumbled up in my brain. It's why I always like writing more than I like speaking. But it's like, there's a little part of yourself that will always be within the things that you create. That's how I see things, and the same goes for OCs, I think. Because in a way, for me, my OCs are kind of like self-inserts, but with like tiny bits of changes here and there, if I will be honest with myself. And I can see a lot of myself in these characters that I create. I don't know if it's because a lot of these characters I make, they're sort of based off parts of my personality or even just me myself, but I'm just like writing it in a different way. It's like writing in regular font as opposed to italic and bold. It's like sort of like that. 3 inches to the left or something like that. That's how I would describe writing OCs to me. It's like, yes, they can be polar opposite of you. Yes, they can have different like personalities, ideals, whatever, but a part of them will always be a little bit a part of you. Me trying to be philosophical and failing spectacularly. But yeah, that's kind of just how I see them, right? At least that's for me anyways. But yeah, for Zen Ryosen, that's kind of what I wanted to do originally, but I never really I'm not too familiar with my culture's like history, and I feel like in a way Shansha, Wuxia, whatever you call that, for Chinese culture, I'm not super familiar with that, even though I have at times watched these Cantonese dramas that my grandparents put on the TV when I was younger, but they don't usually watch these historical fantasy stuff. It was more on like the modern cop dramas or whatever, dog blood dramas. Is that what it's called? I think that's what they call it. Not a lot of the historical fantasy, so I wasn't really like exposed to a lot of my the traditional parts of my culture, so to speak, as I was when I was younger growing up. So as much as I want to do something like that, it's gonna require a lot of research that I don't have time for right now. Maybe if it was like 2 years ago or something, when I was like very, very deep into the MXTX novels, then maybe. But it's been a while since I touched them, so it's like I don't remember too much, even though I did do a lot of reading and research back then in regards to it. Oh, my batteries, my mouse is running out of battery. Hang on, I'm gonna plug this in. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's my biggest dilemma right now with Zen Ryosen's lore, my lore. But it's also like, I do have a backup for it as well. I mentioned in my Dragon's Dogma stream that I have another OC named Rowan, and he is also another guy that I was like contemplating debuting as, actually. Like he's a different OC I did contemplate debuting as, but my biggest problem is that most models that I could get my hands on that were free are not male-based models, and Rowan is male-based. I have no problems, by the way, with being perceived as more masculine. Like, I know I use pronoun she, her, but I am actually very comfortable if someone were to just call me, like, Mr. or something. Like, it literally does not bother me. So it's kind of why right now my Warudo model is like, and actually my original one too as well, it's kind of like why I tried to make it as like how do I pronounce it? Androgynous as possible, even though you can obviously tell it leans more feminine. But I don't know, I've always been comfortable with like being viewed as whatever gender. It doesn't matter to me, to be honest. It's never been much of a big deal to me, because even in real life, my personal life, I get mistaken a lot, since, you know, Zen is not a very feminine name. It's very unisex, that's the word. It's a very unisex name, so a lot of people, whenever they read that first, they're always assuming like, oh, Mr. Zen, how are you today? And I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm great. And then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. And it's like, no, I don't care. I really, really don't. I don't even bother correcting people these days. It's whatever to me. So, if you misgendered me, I can assure you you're not misgendering me. Anyways, um, yeah, so Rowan was a character that I originally was planning on debuting as like an option, one of my options, before I decided, oh yeah, I just want to be Zen. Um, Rowan is an option. I did make Rowan or a quote unquote model, sort of model Rowan as a pawn in Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, Rowan is another character I was considering because I do actually have a backstory written for him, as opposed to like my current non-existent one for Zen. So I don't know. At that time, when I was like thinking about what should I debut as, Rowan was definitely an option up there because I really, really do love his backstory. So it's also not something I want to like stop writing about. And now that I'm Zen Ryosen, I was thinking like, can I tie my lore into his lore? But it's also like his lore is very, very complicated to the point where it's like he should be the main character. But then if he's the main character, what does that make Zen? But at the same time, it's like they are their own protagonists in their own stories. They can have different they can both be the protagonist, but because I am Zen, I have to focus on what my story is. But what the hell should my story be is the question, right? The basic premise of it is that they are lab experiments gone wrong, quote unquote. But the thing is, if I go with that, Zen's lore will be slightly too similar to his, and I don't really want that, right? I want hers to be something different, something that I can talk about but tie in the two of them together as characters. Because while I don't necessarily see them interacting a lot in the future, I do want them to be acquaintances. I do want them to have interactions. I do want Rowan and Zen to be part of the same story. But what kind of universe, what kind of setting, what kind of plot do I want for her? It's like, I don't know. Like, it's a lot to think about because I've been like going through it, like and because of it, it's like, what sort of setting do I want as well? Because originally it's going to be a little bit, when I was only focusing on Rowan's story only, it's a little bit of like modern with fantasy elements, but like not super modern. It's like in like, modern's the wrong word. It's like adventure stories. You think of like the hero cycle, beginning, middle, and end of a story. The hero sets out on a journey, and then they go on that journey, go through some life-changing, death-defying feats, and then they go home. It's like a typical adventure story. You got a little guy, adventure fantasy story, sorry. An adventure typical fantasy story starting. You have this guy who sets out on his journey from their little village, and then he goes through X, Y, and Z before coming home to the very same village, but as a changed man. I forgot where I was going with this. Why am I talking about this in the first place? But yeah, Rowan's story, that's kind of how I envisioned the setting to be. It's like your typical fantasy guy sets out on this journey he did not sign up for. That's kind of how I view it. You have the, let's set the scene here. You have the quaint, quiet yet not quite rundown village. You have the dusty, dirt-packed roads. you have these houses built out of stone and brick, but it's not the same. It's not like modern era. There is no technology. It's nature is abundant. You have the world at your fingertips in this small town where nestled in the deep forests of the wilderness or whatever. Like, that's the kind of scene that I have in mind for Rowan's story. But then if I add in Zen, it means I need more fantasy elements. Because one, I am a dragon. And two, it might not necessarily work if I do that though. Because I want sort of like not quite modern fantasy, but still slightly more modern with fantasy, but not like extreme fantasy, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want all these mythical creatures and whatever, but I do need a world where, you know, half animal hybrid people exist, because I am a dragon, once again. I have to emphasize that. But Rowan is just like an ordinary guy. He's just a human. Well, almost human. He's also an experiment, so he's not really human. Yeah. So it's like, it's this careful balance, but it's also like, a part of me is thinking, why don't I just do it? But at the same time, it's like, how does that work in that sort of world? Because it's like, if Rowan and I are science experiments of like these evil, like lab experiments of these evil scientists, that implies in a way that the setting that I want this story to be in is slightly technologically advanced. But if I want to keep the same image and vibe as, you know, the village in the forest with the dusty dirt packed roads, no technology vibe, how does that work in that world if I need something technologically advanced? Unless I pull something like the whole medieval is not the world, but like olden time experiments, I guess. I could do that, but I don't know how to write about that and illustrate it. Maybe like alchemy? I think that's an option. Alchemy, magic, potions. Why didn't I think of this before? What the hell's wrong with me? Yeah, I think I just figured it out, guys. I think I just figured it out. Yeah, world building is a hell of a process, but it's one of my favorite things to do. Oh my god, it's so hard, man. But I have actually... I had like a long time ago, back when I was like 16 years old or something, I had this idea to write an original novel, fantasy novel or whatever. At that time when I was young, the whole concept of magical fantasy schools was like very novel to me, and I enjoyed that a lot. No, I was not inspired by Harry Potter. I have never read Harry Potter, but like the concept of magical schools for some reason brings me great joy. So back when I was like 16 or something, I really wanted to write a novel like that. I even made a map and everything. I wonder do I have that on my PC? I kind of want to show you guys the map. Like, I'm still very like proud of that map that I made. Thank you, Incarnate. You're my favorite website for that, and I've never touched you again after I made that map. Let me actually see. I kind of want to show you guys. Where's my I have so many browsers open. Oh my god. Let me see, actually. Cause I think a part of me is like, should I reuse that map for Zen's story? Cause I've never done anything with it, and I'm kind of sad that I never did do anything with it. So I'm like, should I? Should I not? What is wrong with my Google Drive? Come on, guys. Oh my god. Let me see here. I have it somewhere. I don't. Oh, I think it's here. Original writing. Is it this one? Character and world design. Oh, I have it here. I have it here. Download from my Google Drive. There we go. It's in my downloads folder now. There we go, guys. Okay. The me on the screen is going away. Here. Look at this. This is what I am most proud of. This is a map that I made for an original work, but I've never actually done anything with it. Like, I have to make this bigger so you can see. So it's very fantasy-esque, you can tell by like the names of the places I put on the map. Actually, I don't even remember half of these names. I don't remember. I did use a name generator for these, by the way. Fantasy name generator, shout out to you for helping me. I spent a lot of time mixing and matching half the words that you generated, because all the ones you generated are so basic. So I had to mix and match a lot of them. But yeah, this is the map that I made when I was like, yay old. Ye old years old. And I'm still proud of it to this day. I might actually reuse this, but I'm gonna have to like rework some of it if I want to make it like, if I want to like make it something that I can use for my story, my lore. But yeah, that's my favorite thing in the world. I go back to it every single time like, damn, I don't think I can ever achieve this sort of greatness again. Anyways, yeah, I was thinking of reusing this, as I always do whenever I make something original. I'm like, I need to make a world. Oh yeah, I have this map. Why don't I use that instead? And then I never do. But I think I might actually do it for this one this time, for real, because I do need a map, but I don't really want to try and figure out places for names again, because that was absolute hell. I might rename stuff though, but but also renaming things, that's I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, that's what I am most proud of. In any case, I might reuse that. I'm gonna put myself back on screen. Hey, look, it's me. There we go. I'm still proud of this, by the way. I don't think I'm ever gonna draw another humanoid drawing again in my life that's as good as my original work for Zen. I wonder if I can show you. No, I don't. I have to turn off water though then. Should I do it today or should I do it next time? I'm still like messing around with it, because a part of me wants to sort of change my color scheme a little bit, but at the same time it's like white and green is so me. I don't want to change that too much. Should I just show you guys? No, I'll hold off. You guys, the biggest struggle I have with my world is determining the technological level. It's a fantasy world, but I'm not sure if it should be equivalent to the early 1500s or early 1600s. Yeah, technological level, it's like, determining the setting is really difficult for stories, I think, unless you have a very specific idea of what you want to do. Like in my case, I'm like constantly swimming between one side of the spectrum and the other, but at the other end it's like, what should I do? So Yeah, for you, 1500s, 1600s, I will be honest, whenever you say those numbers, those eras, centuries, whatever, I don't really know how to pinpoint it unless I know what that specific era is. I just know it's old. I'm assuming it's like medieval-esque, but I feel like medieval is like... Actually, no, that is medieval, isn't it? I think it is. I was gonna say like 1800, and I was like, that's not that far ago. 1800 is not that far ago, actually. Not that long ago. And 1800 is not medieval. 1800 is more like Victorian era, I think. So 1500, 1600. That's like medieval era, isn't it? I think so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Am I right? What era is 1500s and 1600s? I need to know this now. Early modern period, a transitional era between the Middle Ages and Industrial Revolution. Oh, it's like Renaissance. Okay. So like Shakespeare. I understand now. I understand now. Victorian era. Okay, I'm just an idiot. I don't know my time periods in history, modern history. I was not a history kid. I mean, actually, that's a lie. I actually did really like history as a kid. I kind of like, it's more like I like documentaries. Lately, I've been thinking, should I just watch documentaries on Netflix when I have like nothing to watch? Or when it's like, I don't want to watch anything, but I want to consume something that doesn't require a lot of brain cells. I don't know, history is like really fascinating to me, because it's like you have all these like I just received a message on my line, and I completely forgot my train of thought. I'm sorry. But yeah, you have all these time periods, all these eras, so different from one another, all these different customs and cultures, and it's like learning about them, learning how they lived back then. That's really, really cool. I think that's really, really cool. It's just wow. It's like, it's so different than what we currently... Hello, nice to meet you. Lost my train of thought again. And anytime something pops up, I'm like, question mark? I'm sorry. Oh, my memory and attention span is crazy. Yeah, it's like I had tears in my eyes. Oh my god, not again. Anyways, it's like, yeah, attention span, bad. Anyways, in terms of history and stuff, it's like, I've always kind of really liked learning about it, but specifically, like, I specifically liked, like, mythological stuff, Greek mythology, Greek history in particular. I was a Greek mythology kid, because I think it's like, what were the I feel like when you're in like grade 5 or something, there's like 2 different things you could have gotten into in regards to like that. It's like either the Greek mythological history or like ancient Egypt or something. I'm not sure why those 2 come to mind first, but those are the things that I vividly remembered from like grade school. But I was a Greek mythology kid. I loved reading about that stuff. I should actually go back to reading it, because low-key, Fate kind of makes me want to reread, or not reread, but like learn the actual basis of where all these myths and legends come from. But back then, I remember reading a lot about like Greek mythology, Zeus and Achilles and whatever, Hades, mainly Hades. I was fascinated with the concept I was fascinated with the concept of the underworld, crossing the river Styx, stuff like that. That I think, I don't know, the underworld is a very fascinating concept to me. Maybe it's because I've always been drawn to like characters that are like based on controlling the dead or like stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it's like, if I were to put it into words, it's like my favorite thing in fantasy genres or like fantasy games and whatnot. Thank you, World of Warcraft. I like the whole necromancer shtick. So, like, if I had to pick a class in fantasy games, novels, whatever, necromancer is like my go-to, aside from healers, if they have the whole necromancer thing. But like the whole concept behind controlling the dead, speaking with the dead, communicating with them and whatnot, game-wise or fantasy-wise, it's like death has a lot of symbolism. So that's mainly why I find any characters that closely associate with death very fascinating, because of all the symbolism and stories that are told when revolving around them. So, forgot my train of thought again, but yeah, the Greek mythology. There we go, guys. I'm getting a little bit better. But yeah, I feel like I was a very Greek mythology kid, but it's also like I like reading about that stuff. I find the Lich from Adventure Time fascinating. I've never watched Adventure Time, so I don't know which one that is. Let me search that up. Hang on. Lich from Adventure Time. I feel like I missed out a lot of things as a kid. What is this? The main antagonist of the Adventure Time franchise, ancient cosmic being who's the manifestation of evil itself. Sounds about right. Sounds about like what exactly I would imagine a Lich is, or someone who calls himself that. But yeah, that's very... Honestly, that is kind of cool. I don't know. Anytime I see the word Lich, I'm just reminded of World of Warcraft. I'm sorry. I kind of wanna go back to playing. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just become a World of Warcraft account at this point. I kind of low key miss it, but yeah. Wrath of the Lich King patch, you will forever dearly be missed. You will forever dearly be missed. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, back to the whole Greek mythology, historical, whatever. Yeah, I was a Greek mythology kid. There was a brief moment of time where I did delve into like ancient Egypt stuff, but I've always liked the myths, history a la ancient era. So no worries. The only thing I'm familiar with World of Warcraft is a South Park. There's a South Park episode. I'm sorry, I've also not watched South Park. It's never really been my thing when I was growing up. I don't know. I feel like I missed out on a lot of things in childhood because of my I kind of grew up a little bit sheltered. So I'm so sorry about that. But well, actually, that's nothing I can control now that I think about it. But I feel like I missed out a lot because I just wasn't interested in a lot of that stuff. Like, I was a book kid as well, right? I read a lot of books as a kid for some reason. Probably that's what inspired my writing in a way. If I had not found fanfiction, I probably would have still somehow ended up as like writing as a hobby somehow. Even if I didn't have discovered fanfiction, I have a feeling. But yeah, I read a lot of books as a kid, but never really watched TV. Like, I did watch TV sometimes, but not, like, often. Like, I watched the things on, like... I remember as a teen watching things as, like preteen, when I was preteen, watching, like, stuff on, like, Family Channel. Like, you got Wizards of Waverly Place, Hannah Montana, all that stuff that, you know, teenage girls, teenage kids liked at that time. That was, like, airing on Family Channel, Disney Channel, whatever you call it. It's definitely not accurate, but I enjoy the story from a game series called Fate Grand Order. It made me interested in legends, especially kindness. Yeah. Fate. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I love like I really want to read about history and legends and myths so much. Like the actual like stories in our history based on them. Like I'm for if you don't know, I'm like a huge Fate fan. I've watched everything that I can get my hands on basically. I've played the game for a while. Like, well, I haven't been playing recently, but I was like an OG for Fate. I started playing back in like OG for NA servers, I should specify. OG for NA servers. Because back then, I started playing when the NA server first dropped. I remember it was like around the time, I remember exactly when too. It was like back when I was in like, back when Oda Nobunaga, the original Oda Nobunaga, the original Nobu, when the original Nobu first dropped, like that is when I first started playing. I saw I forgot what pronouns they go by in game, but I saw Nobu and I was like, I really like them. I'm gonna start playing, and then I played, and then I met Ku, and I was like, oh, he's the one for me. Huge Fate fan. We're not deep into FGO to I'm too deep into FGO to quit. Oh my god. 07 to you, soldier. 07 to you. I went back a little bit like a few months ago, but I haven't like touched it since because I've been so busy. But I kind of want to log back in again just in case the Fate Samurai Remnant collab drops. I hope it has it dropped in NA already. I don't actually know. I'm gonna, I need to search. I need to know FGO wiki. I have it bookmarked on my Google Chrome right now, even though Chrome's not my primary browser anymore. I have it bookmarked here. What do we have here in English? Oh my god, Ordeal Calls 3 already? Oh my god. Wait a second. Oh wait, no, is this JP server? Oh, that's JP server. Okay, never mind. What do we have in English right now? Merry Christmas event coming soon. Oh my god, I don't want to think about that. Oh, I remember the days when I used to grind every single day like crazy. Oh my god. Which one is this one? Oh, it's another Nobu one. Wow, what a coincidence. Gouda something, I kind of forgot. Yeah, Gouda super Goryo Kaku. Apparently it translates to super Goryo Gaku, deadlier than M51. Who's in the summoning campaign for this? Who are you? Oh, he's cute. Wait a second. Who are you? Takeda Shingen. Who are you, good sir? Oh. Oh. Hey. Wow. Oh my god. Okay, wow. There's a lot of new servants that I am not aware of, but I kind of want to log back. Hang on, I need to let me close the line. My cousins are going crazy in the chat. Okay. There's a lot of servants I'm not aware of. I stopped playing. When did I stop playing? I stopped playing. This goes deep into group collections and it's really fascinating. I figured. I mean, anything with the Gouda. Like, I really loved Okita when she dropped. But anyways, going back before I forget, it's like I started playing back when the original Nobu first dropped. Like, I specifically remember it is a Wednesday, wintry morning before classes. I'm in my apartment and I come across an ad on Twitter or something, and I see Nobu, and I'm like, Oh, Nobu's kind of cool. I know nothing about this game. Why don't I start playing? And then I played it and never looked back for a while. Um, that's pretty much how I got into Fate. And then I started consuming like everything from the franchise that I could get my hands on. And then I had to stop playing for like personal reasons. But I still kind of like interacted with stuff. I did run a fan week once. But other than that, I haven't really done much with Fate until recently, when I started playing Samurai Remnant and got crazy into it. I played it for like a month straight in June, July, or whatever. Like halfway through June, I started playing, and I played it for like a month straight. But yeah, I kind of want to log in, if only so I can roll for Saber, Takeru. I don't know if this is spoilers. Probably is if you haven't played Samurai Remnant, but Saber, Takeru. I kind of want to roll for him, and I kind of want to get Iori too, honestly. I love Iori. He's so cool. Like, that's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. Yeah, I think they're supposed to drop that later this year. Oh, wait, shit, it's December. It should be happening at the end of this year, I think. Any chance you managed to reach the Olympus storyline? I'll be honest, I reached it, but I didn't read it, because, like, I think when I originally stopped playing, it was around the time of, Lost Belt, actually. I think it was, no, it's not 2. Like, I read, like, half of Shinjuku, but I stopped playing for a while. Or no, I kept playing, but I didn't read the story for a while because I didn't have time to read it. So I just played it just so that I can get caught up, get the Saint Courts, right? But then I think like officially stopped playing FGO around Sin, I think. Lost Belt, I think that's 7? 4? I think it's 4. Lost Belt 4? Whichever one Sin is. I think that's when I officially stopped playing, but the time I actually stopped reading the story itself is around Shinjuku. Moriarty, you'll always be missed. I remember I had rolled you once, but then when I pulled up my old account again, it was the wrong code, so I no longer have Moriarty. I miss you, old man. But it's okay. It's whatever. My account right now, it's okay. I love it. I have Alter Coup, and that's all that matters. Cause I think, did I ever talk about this? But I think so I mentioned that Coup is like my favorite. Coup and Archer Emiya. I guess it's just Emiya. I guess. I have a very specific problem with Emiya, and it's like I'm in a love-hate relationship with that guy, but I liked him. From the Fate Stay Night. But like Babylonia is my favorite. Babylonia was my favorite arc. Like Camelot went hard, but Babylonia went crazy. Casgill, you are my wife. That I will say that much. Casgill is wife material. I do not know how to explain it any better than that, but Casgill is wife. But I remember Solomon arc made me cry. Solomon Singularity made me cry. Babylonia just hit really, really hard. I remember that much. Like, part of the reason why I want to get back into Fate 2 is because I know the story is very, very good. Like if it's good enough to make me cry when I first played it, played through the first iteration of Singularities, that's testament of how good the story is. And it's like, I really want to get back into it because I know the recent ones are really, really good too. I just I don't have time. No. It is also like my main dilemma now is that if I try reading it now, if I back read, I'm gonna miss like all the events because it's like I can only do one thing at a time, right? And it's like, bro, the time sink in this game is crazy. Like, I'm almost tempted to do what I'm doing with Arknights. I'm reading the Arknights lore at work. But I don't know if Fate, you can find that online. The Lost Belts are better than the Singularity. Really? Really? Because I only remember reading half of Shinjuku, but I remember it was a good storyline. But I thought the current ones are good too. I guess this is called the Ordeal Call segment. I don't know what is the ones that come. No, it's the Paper Moon one, right? Am I getting this mixed up? Oh my god, I used to be so good at remembering this, but I no longer remember. What is it called? Opening the wiki again, guys. Alright, let me see. Story. Anime. No. Players. No. I guess there's some quests. Let's open this. Okay, you got the go away ads. Google Chrome stopped being able to put ads. I mean, started streaming ads, and I'm like, oh, Paper Moon is after Lost. Oh wait, Paper Moon is Ordeal Call, right? Right? It sounds about right. Okay, you have the main. Let me see. You have the main ones, Fuyuki to Solomon. That's the first heart. Epic of Remnant. Oh wait. Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, so you got the main storyline, Fuyuki to Solomon. Epic of Remnant is Shinjuku, Agartha, Shimosa, and Salem. And then it's Lost Belt, which has like everything. Until Nahui Miklan. And then it's Ordeal Call, which is where the everything else is. Okay, I understand now. Actually, technically speaking, I could just reread everything. I've been kind of wanting to do that. Like, a part of me kind of wants to replay Fate, if only to experience it all again. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to time sync that again. I'm not going through the hassle of summoning and training a bunch of servants again. I cannot do that. I am not doing that to myself. There's this thing called self-love, and if I do that, that is not self-love. As much as I love this series, this is the one thing I cannot do. I absolutely cannot do, and that's restart. I absolutely cannot do that. I will not allow myself to do that. But yeah, okay, so Olympus is the good one, huh? Because I really wanted to read Yuga Kestra. Because, well, Yuga Kestra and Avalon LeFay, I really... You don't have to play the game. You could just watch some summarized videos on the story, but it's not the same. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same. But I understand where you're coming from, because that, in a way, if you do that, you do get caught up pretty easily. But it's not the same to me. I don't know. I just want to read it as is. I think that makes it. That's what makes it so personal when I do it. But yeah, in a way, I could technically do that as well, because that's kind of what I'm doing at work during the downtime that I have for Arknights. I literally just pull up the wiki at work for Arknights and I read it in my downtime, because I didn't actually read the main story for Arknights. I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake Arknights fan, but like that's what I do at work, and I'm wondering if I should just do that here as well for Fate. Because at least then I'll be like up to date. But yeah, I really wanted to read Yuga Kestra because Arjuna Alter. I really like Arjuna. The Mahabharata, those guys, those brothers. Arjuna and Karna, those I really like those two. Arjuna's like my first 5-star archer, so I have a very soft spot for him. Well, the current event is giving out a free server if you'd like to add a new one to your wait a second, which free server? Hang on, I need to know. Hang on. English server, Gouda. Okay, go away ads, misc info, event servants. Oh, is it this, the archer, the new one? I think it is, right? Oh yeah, it is. Saika Magoichi. Who is this? Let me see here. Summoning. No, not that one. Event servant. Who are you? Who are you, mysterious person? Oh, she's cute! They're cute. Hotaru is her name. Ooh, that's cute. Wait, hang on. Let's see here. What is their lore? I need to know. The Saika clan was a group of gun mercenaries from the Sengoku era of Japan. Their leader is Saika Magoichi. The one between Oda Nobunaga. There are many. Okay. Okay. I don't know. It's like part of me wants to log in, but at the same time, it's like, do I really want to do that to myself? It's a 4-star archer. She uses both guns and her fist. Her fist too. Yo, she's crazy. She's crazy. Oh my god. Good for her. Good for her. Good for her. Glad she's beating down enemies with both gun and fist. Look at her dual wielding like that. Good for her. Yeah, I mainly really just want to log in just so I can have Iori and Takeru and the other samurai remnant servants, because I really like Samurai Remnant, which reminds me I should continue playing New Game Plus as well if you ever have the time. Actually, maybe I could do that right now. Let me see here. I'm pulling up the wiki back up. I keep closing it even though I should stop. Okay, let me see here. I should have all my stuff routed correctly, so I don't think it should be playing in the background if I play it right now while I'm streaming. Let me look at this right now, guys. Let me actually No, that should be fine. Let me see here. Where is your profile here? Event servant. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ads go crazy. Need the ads to stop. I hate... Maybe I should just open this on Opera. Encoding overloaded. Okay. Okay, I think the wiki is going to crash my PC. Or crash my stream. This is so funny. What the hell is wrong with Google Chrome? Love that. I miss it. Okay, I'm gonna open this in Opera then. Have it open. Opera channel content. Okay, let's do it on this side. FGO wiki. I think if I do it on this browser, it should be okay. I don't know what the hell is wrong with my OBS. It keeps giving me encoder problems, but like, I don't think anything is wrong. Nothing like shuts down on stream. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of concerning, because like, does this mean when I use my live 2D model, when I debut that, does that mean I can't run that either? I don't know. That's something I actually have to test out. I mean, I was testing it out the other day, but then I was like, huh? Because it still gave me the same problems I have in my Wildland model, so I don't know if it's like a hardware thing, or if it's like, it's just my... Actually, at this point, it's basically a hardware thing. Unless it's like my settings in OBS or something, but I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I'm not gonna think about it. I'll deal with it when the time gets there. Okay, Noble Phantasm. Oh, she's so cute. What the hell? Big tech words confuses me. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm not very familiar with the tech stuff as well. It's just something I kind of had to learn along the way when I started streaming. But basically, for whatever reason, my video encoder for like the stuff that processes my OBS video, or like the graphics for my OBS or whatever, like whatever is basically powering this, it's having problems for some reason, even though I'm pretty sure my PC should be able to handle it. Have not figured out why that is, but I guess I will find out in the future whenever I delve further into this topic. But yeah, circling back once for the like 5th time in this conversation, circling back to the whole I am a Greek history kid. I really do enjoy reading about like the ancient stuff, the fantasy ancient stuff and not like the more recent history. So sorry to my country's recent history. I do not know anything about you except like War of 1812. And that happened in like Vimy Ridge. That is the only thing that sticks out in my mind that I learned from history class. But nothing else. Oopsies. I really like the ancient stuff more. I think it's just fascinating learning how older civilizations lived, prospered, and I almost said expired. I mean died out. I don't know. It's just ancient civilizations is just so fascinating to me because it's like a completely different way of life, a completely different time period, way of life, way of thinking, things like that. Like Sumeru, Babylonia. Before I read the Epic of Gilgamesh, which I did read and I do actually own, before I read the Epic of Gilgamesh, I learned a lot about the Mesopotamia era and the ancient city of Sumer because of my my major that I graduated in high school. No, I mean in university. Communications kid, so I learned a lot about the history of communication, and it touched a lot on about the Mesopotamia era, and I learned a lot about like what is it called? The only Greek legend I'm kind of familiar with is Prometheus. Sucks what happened to him. I actually never read anything about Prometheus. I mainly know more about like Hades, Achilles, the more mainstream stuff. I know a little bit about Sisyphus. What else do I know? I don't know. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember too much. Yeah, Greek mythology has been a while since I touched that. Last time, the closest thing I came to it was playing Hades, but I didn't delve too much into Hades, to be honest. Even though I should. It's a fun game. I remember playing that for a while, and then I got to the end and I was like, I finished the clear once and I was like, yeah, I'm done for the day and have never touched it again. James Woods' Hades. I feel so disconnected from reality. I'm sorry, I say James Wood who? I'm sorry, I don't watch a lot of movies either. I'm so disconnected from like everything. I don't consume a lot of media, even though I should. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, what kind of like I'm so normie, but like not mainstream normie. I'm just normal. I'm just a guy who doesn't consume any media these days. Like, it's so bad. Oh my god. But I should watch more movies actually. Like, a part of me is like, should I just like go through all the movies and that I find on Netflix, like all the old stuff, because I haven't actually like pretty old movie. Yeah, I searched it up and I was like, oh, that's kind of old. Yeah, I'm not familiar with all the old stuff actually, or any of the new stuff either. Cause it's like, oh, as a voice actor, you mean? Oh yeah. I never ever watched Hercules. It's kind of crazy. Like, actually, the most I know about the stuff now is like through Twisted Wonderland. Actually, it's kind of bad. But yeah, Hades. Hercules. I mean, for some reason I've never watched that movie. I think I've watched a lot of like Disney movies as a kid, but I don't remember too many of them, to be honest. I don't know if that's just a result of my bad memory, but like, any chance you play Kingdom? I have actually. I love Kingdom Hearts a lot actually. I did play Kingdom Hearts 3, and I did go through the Hercules' world. I remember that distinctly. So I know like the basic premise of what happens in the movie. Thank you, Kingdom Hearts. Thank you, everyone, whoever ever spoken about Hercules the movie. I know the basic premise of it, and I love the characters that I met in Kingdom Hearts. which means I should probably watch Hercules, but it's like, I think it's not on Netflix, I think. It's on Disney Plus, I think. I don't have Disney Plus though. I don't know. I should watch a lot of the old Disney movies actually. I haven't watched many of them. Yeah. I don't know, but I love Kingdom Hearts, man. Kingdom Hearts is like, I want to say I grew up with it, but that's not exactly true, because I remember my brother playing bits of it, but not too much, because it was never my turn on the Xbox. Like if it's like like if there's a game that I remember distinctly from my childhood, it's probably Dark Cloud. Like, it's not Final Fantasy. No, actually, Final Fantasy X and Dark Cloud. I really like the world in Kingdom Hearts. Toy Story was definitely a fun... Toy Story was the funniest world. Woody insulting Vanitas and telling him... No, so not Vanitas. Xemnas. And telling him he has no friends. And then... I remember... I think it was the Monsters, Inc. world. Where... Sully just yeets Vanitas through the door. Those were my favorite moments. Woody is like hard-boiled. Woody is hardcore, man. Yeah, Woody talking smack. Yeah, he's so cool. Like, yeah, that's our toy cowboy right there. Like, he's just, look at him go. Like, that was the funniest thing ever in the world. I remember when I first played through that. Oh my god, couldn't stop laughing at that. Like, yeah, he just said you had no friends, Xemnas. Like, power of friendship is what makes the world go round, but you can't do that because you have no friends. It's just the funniest thing ever. Yeah. I really like Kingdom Hearts. I've never personally played the first couple games. Like, I've only ever personally played Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts 3, to be honest. I have 1 and 2, but I have never personally played it. Play Kingdom Hearts 4 when it comes out, whenever that is. Yes, absolutely. I will absolutely, unless I do not have the hardware for it. If I don't, well, it's time to YouTube it. But I don't know, it's like, if they release things on like new hardware, new consoles, but I have no reason to buy it except for one game, it feels kind of like a waste to me, to be honest. But I would really love to play Kingdom Hearts 4 if I can. Because I played Kingdom Hearts 3 on the PS3? PS3? PS4? Which one is this one? PS4. Playing on the PS4, and I don't really have a lot of games on PS4 because I don't like. I have. Oh shit! I never finished Yakuza 0. Oh shit! I have Yakuza 0, but I forgot to play it. Oh god! Wait. Oh. Oops. Oopsies. I have not touched my PS4 in a while. Oops. Yeah, I played Kingdom Hearts 3 on PS4. Like, I only have PS4, PS3. But in the past, I played Birth by Sleep on like my friend's PSP. It wasn't my PSP. That was I don't remember which one it was. Steam. Wait a second. Wait. Hang on a sec. Kingdom Hearts is on Steam. What? It's on Steam? What? Hey, hang on. I was not aware of this. Whoa. Guys. Guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually, why didn't I expect this? Oh my god. Oh, you just blew my mind. You just blew my mind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All this time I could have played it on Steam. Oh my god. This is so... Oh my god. I mean, I have the physicals for physical I have a physical for Kingdom Hearts 3. So that's fine. That's not a problem. That's okay. I'm completely normal. I'm fine. But I also have like the physicals for 1 and 2 though. That's the thing. Maybe I should try it. PS2? Definitely better than the awful online version of the Nintendo Switch. There's an online version? I'm learning so much today. This is crazy. But I figured it would be on Steam, like portability wise, because I feel like Switch is good, but I feel like for a game like Kingdom Hearts, it might be, I don't know, graphic wise, might be a little too laggy, you know? I'm not sure. Oh my god, I can't believe, oh my god, hang on, I should have expected this. I don't know why it never occurred to me. That I could have had Kingdom Hearts on Steam when like strong Wi-Fi to play Kingdom Hearts with shucks. Oh my god. That's actually depressing. That's kind of sad actually. Strong Wi-Fi just to play it? That sucks, man. That sucks. Hang on, I am adding Kingdom Hearts to my Steam wishlist right now because if I ever want to play it on my PC, that's also an option. Like, yeah, I gotta rebuy it, but like Kingdom Hearts, guys. Kingdom Hearts. Oh wait, no, why am I putting follow? No, it should be wishlist. What am I doing? Kingdom Hearts. There we go. I don't know why it never occurred to me it could have been on Steam. Like, Final Fantasy is on here. Why didn't I do that? Like, why? Of course they would put Kingdom Hearts on Steam. What the hell is wrong? They even had a trailer for Kingdom Hearts being on Steam a while back. Oh. Well, clearly I missed a lot of things. I mean, in my defense, I'm kind of chronically offline these days, so in my defense, it kind of makes sense I was not aware of this. They even had a sale in Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god! Oh! Here, yeah. Oh, this is so tragic. This is so tragic. This is so tragic. What do you mean there's a sale a few days ago and I missed it? Oh my god. Oh my god. So sorry. No worries, no worries. It'll always come back, I'm sure. Not a problem. Like, it can wait, to be honest. Like, if anything, I could always just boot up the actual PS2, PS3, PS4, whatever. I have it downstairs. I can always boot that up and play it. My main concern with it, though, is that if I play Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm, like, very, very liable to get motion sickness. Because I did test this once a while back, and I got motion sickness in the tutorial area, so not sure how I'm going to play the rest of Kingdom Hearts. Like, through time, if I play it a little bit longer every day, it does go away, the motion sickness, but all the games are in a bundle. Yeah, that would be real. Yeah, I saw that too. It's like, man. How much is the bundle, actually? Let me see. Kingdom Hearts series. There's no settings to fix that? Oh, it's not like a setting thing, for the motion sickness. It's just like the way... I think it's because my brain is, or like, it's not used to watching the older games graphics anymore. It's kind of like jarring in a sense. So my brain is like unable to like properly process it, I think. Kind of tragic in a way, but like it does go away if I play the game a little bit more every single day. Like if I played like GTFO, for example, I used to get really motion sick from that, but now if I play it now, it's like it's not really there too much, as long as I'm careful. Like even with like Repo or something, whenever I used to watch streams of that, I got motion sickness too. But the more I watch a little bit every day, stop before it gets bad, but like watch a little bit more every day, it does go away eventually. Because like that's how I used to play Final Fantasy actually. Final Fantasy 13 was the first Final Fantasy game I've ever like personally played myself. So that game holds like a very special place in my heart. Even though a lot of people don't really like the 13 series, but Final Fantasy 13 is like really special to me. But yeah, when I originally first started playing Final Fantasy 13, that game gave me extreme motion sickness. But then I just go back a little bit every day, played a little bit, and then eventually I was like playing 8 hours a day, not a problem. Like it goes away. I just have to build up a tolerance to it in a way. I think it's because lately I haven't been playing those sort of games that require like a lot of camera movement. So it's kind of like, oh, yeah, my tolerance for a lot of things have gone down as I aged. Kind of sucks. Never played any of the Final Fantasy games. I highly recommend it. Like, they have really, really good storylines. A lot of people... Actually, I think it really depends on what kind of story you like the most. But, like, 7 is obviously the most beloved of the entire Final Fantasy series, I believe. Given how many adaptations it has. Which is fair. I love 7 a lot too. Like Cloud Strife, you are the guy. Have not played Crisis Core actually. I should do that. Is the storyline confusing? I mean, if Kingdom Hearts, if you can follow that, I think Final Fantasy, you will have no problems with it. Like, I think for me, Final Fantasy, I've only ever played 4, 7, 13, and 15. I have 8, but I haven't played it yet. Actually, I haven't finished the original 7. I almost finished the original 7. Finished finished Rebirth. But I haven't played too many actually, but I don't know, it's like, good point. Like, Kingdom Hearts is confusing. Fate Grand Order is also confusing. If you can handle those, Final Fantasy is honestly pretty straightforward, with the exception of, oddly enough, 13. 13's storyline is, if you ask me to explain it, even I don't know, to be honest. It's been a long time since I played it, but it's also like a very strong core memory for me. But even I don't know how to explain that storyline anymore. There's a lot of stuff in it that I don't really know the mechanics behind, lore-wise. Something about, like, gods or something, but not really. I don't know. 13 was, like, strange, but in, like, a good way, in a way. I don't know. I think, well, the thing about 13 is, like, a lot of people did not like that series for some reason. I don't know if it's because Lightning is... people are just misogynistic, so people don't like Lightning because she's a woman. I feel like that's a part of the reason why for Dude Bros. But in itself, I think once you think about it and understand it, or at least for me, like, lore-wise, it's a lost cause. I don't understand that. I'm pretty sure at one point I did, but I no longer remember it. But it was entertaining enough to grip you, right? Like most stories, if the story is good, then it will grip you. You will understand it in time, just like I did. But my memory is trash, so I no longer remember it in the same way I barely remember Fate. But like, it's... the thing I love most about 13 were the characters, because they're all so flawed in their own ways. So, the Final Fantasy characters are in Kingdom Hearts, right? But they're not exactly the same ones from the actual game series. Yeah, at one point you do actually see Was it in 3 or was it in something else? You see Cloud and Leon fighting back to back, and you see Sephiroth at 1.2, I think, in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, those ones, they are in Kingdom Hearts. If you have played, I'm fairly certain you meet Cloud at the Coliseum. I know that for sure. I don't remember if that was in... Oh, that was in Birth by Sleep. Yeah, they're not in the 3, I think, but they're in... You meet Cloud in Birth by Sleep. Cloud and Leon, actually. Yeah. It's coming back to me now, guys. It's coming back. Yeah, Cloud and Leon were in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, the prequel. You meet them at the Coliseum, and then they help out a little bit at one point when you're in, like... Was it Radiant Garden? Or Hollow Bastion? I think it's Hollow Bastion. Yeah, you meet them again in Hollow Bastion. Pretty sure you do. Sounds about right. Something like that. I remember a scene, and it's vividly stuck in my mind. Those two idiots. I love them. Yeah, the storyline for 13 is kind of confusing, but I loved the characters the most. They had a huge impact on me when I first played it, because it as my first Final Fantasy game, that had a huge impact on me, and I really loved that a lot, because the characters that were written, they're not perfect. They're really, really flawed. They have their own problems, their own ideals, their own beliefs, and I love the way that they wrote it. Love the way that they portrayed it in the game, because you have Lightning, someone who's young but had been forced to grow up so fast. They had a Final Fantasy gacha game, right? I believe they did. I believe it's called Brave Exvius or something like that. Never played it myself, but I did at one point play the Kingdom Hearts mobile one. I forgot what it's called, but I did play that for a little bit, and that was actually kind of fun. And apparently they dropped some lore in that as well, like Kingdom Hearts lore. So I followed that for a while, and then I don't know, at one point it just kind of stopped. It's like gacha games. It's like I cycle through them quite a bit, actually. Yeah, I cycle through gacha games quite a bit. I did play, what did I? Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, they gave up on that project. Oh yeah, it closed down, right? Brave, the Final Fantasy one closed down, I think. Is the Kingdom Hearts one still running? I'm not actually sure, to be honest. But I think they gave up on that one too. Last time I heard. I think. First gacha game you ever played mine was an old game called Brave Frontier. Ironically, my first gacha game is Fate. Yeah, like that was the time. Fate was my first gacha game, so I was like the OG guy when NA servers first dropped. Played when Nobu dropped, and then that was a time when pity did not exist. The pity system did not exist. So I'm a veteran for gacha games. Like, if I do not get my character before pity, I am not surprised. I will not cry about it. Or, well, I will cry about it, but I'm not gonna get, like, upset over it, because it's like, whatever. Like, I suffered through however many months trying to get Alter Coup, only to just not get him when he dropped. If I can suffer through that and live with a lifelong hatred for Thomas Edison FGO because I never got Alter Coup, then I can do anything. Like, Alter Coup, I saved up a lot for him before he dropped in NA. Like, I think I started saving during Okeanos, and then I never touched any of my Saint Courts that entire time. Been playing since 2017. You and me, handshake emoji right now. Handshake emoji right now. We are the OG veterans. Like, pity system. The fact that pity systems exist in gacha games is still kind of like insane to me, but it's like a good kind of insane. Like, I'm glad that they put that in place so that, you know, at the end of the day you can still get who you want, even though you have to spend like a decent amount of money to get it, but like it's not exorbitant to the point where you don't know if you'll ever get it, right? Dab me up, dab me up, dab you up right now. Yeah, it's yeah, pity systems are like amazing. I can't, it's still kind of hard to believe we have that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's like going from no pity to all pity is like to have, or like no pity to having a pity system in general. That's amazing actually. But I'm glad they have that in place for gacha games now, because at least then it like limits spending if you do spend in gachas. So yeah, thank you OnStars for never giving me what I need. I remember spending so much money for Brunhilde when she first came out. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No, not all the money. Not swiping the credit card. Honestly, the thing I'm most proud of is the fact that I actually never spent an FGO. System sucks though, really? It still sucks? Well, I mean, I assumed it does. I tried rolling for, was it Castoria a while back? Did not get her, but then again, I didn't sink too much St. Quartz in it because I wanted to keep a certain amount of St. Quartz, but my poor Castoria, I will never have you. Morgan, I will also never have you either. But yeah, I think my greatest achievement is that I never spent an FGO yet, which, you know what, I'm glad I got out before I started spending in gacha games, because that would have been bad for my wallet. But then again, I spend in OnStars, so in order to get pity, yeah, that's kind of... I did the math a while back and I was like, that does not look good for the wallet. I did the math a while back. That does not look good for the wallet. I'm very glad I got out when I could. Hypocritical of me, because OnStars I spend a lot of money in there as well. I haven't been spending too much though. I haven't opened my gacha games in a while. The only one I open regularly now is Arknights. I haven't really spent in that game though. I spent a tiny bit, but not too much, because I got a like free gift card from work that was like the prepaid credit card, so I just used that to buy some like cosmetics in gacha. I mean in Arknights, but that's about it. I've never spent in Arknights because I think the most generous gacha game in existence is Grand Blue Fantasy. I will admit that right now. Grand Blue Fantasy is so generous, it's crazy. But after that, my opinion of it is that Arknights is actually the second most generous gacha game in the world. I spent maybe 1,000 on that game, but keep in mind this is a total that I was building up since 2017. Oh my god. Oh no. At least you're budgeting yourself, I hope. At least I mean, if you can afford it, that's fine. As long as you don't put yourself in like financial instability or whatever. As long as you're like financially stable, you can do what you want with your money. It's not a problem. But yeah, me with OnStars, I've spent a lot in OnStars, over 1K as well. So I know what you mean. I know how it hits the wallet. I know. I understand completely. Oh my god. I think Brown Dust 2 is the most generous gacha game. I have never heard of that. Wow. Brown Dust 2. What is this? I've never heard of this. What is this? Wait a second. I'm gonna read this. Is this similar to... Wow, that's a lot of skin. About game. Is this kind of like the Story of Brown Dust 2 2.5th anniversary. Under the rule of the Karian Empire, a long time ago, something obvious. Okay, so it's like a typical RPG. Oh, do not look it up. It's a very gooner game. Unfortunately, I looked it up before I saw your message. What? Oopsies. A little too fast with my clicking. But yeah, I couldn't understand what you mean by gooner game. But okay, is it? I don't know. I feel like, well, for the games that I've played, Grand Blue Fantasy is probably the most generous one because they give a lot of like free stuff you can roll with, and it's really easy to get SSRs, especially during what do you call it, Grand Blue Fest? No, that's the event, that's the IRL event, Super Muku season, where they give you like 200 free rolls, and it's really easy to get SSRs. So it's like, yeah, that's the most generous thing I've ever seen a gacha game do. So like 200 free rolls, and that's like every single year. Like, that's crazy. And sometimes if you're really, really lucky, you can get an extra like 100 rolls whenever you roll the spin the wheel that they have in Super Muku Frenzy season. So I'm a seasonal Grand Bluer, so I don't really play the game too much, but Belial, you will always be famous. Sandalphon, you're the love of my life. Going back to the talk of Greek myth, have you ever played God of War? I have not, but I've been kind of curious about it, because I hear it's also a good game. Let me see here. Steam, go to store. God of War. Like, I've been kind of curious about it, because it's not really Greek myth, but whenever I see God of War, it kind of reminds me of Skyrim in a way, and I loved Skyrim, even though I've never finished the game. Like, I've always stopped at the same spot for Skyrim. But yeah, in a way, God of War sort of reminds me of Skyrim in that way, so I kind of want to play the game because of that. But it's also like, let's see, what is this? His vengeance against the gods of Olympus years behind them. Kratos now lives as a man in the realm of Norse gods and monsters. It is in this harsh, unforgiving world that he must fight to survive and teach his son to do the same. Yeah, it looks really, really fun. I really want to try playing it, but I don't own the game yet. Maybe next Steam sale. I say this, but my 100 plus games on Steam is crying right now. It's kind of why I'm trying to like get through my backlog. Like, part of the reason why I'm even a streamer to begin with. Let's make my way through all these games that I have. Dragon's Dogma alone is probably gonna sink me like 200 hours. I don't know. I'm kind of like, should I continue that on stream? A part of me is like, I only just started, so I should, right? But at the same time, other games. I don't know, man. Like, I have a lot of games I haven't played. Tales of series. I have Zestiria and Berseria. I've played a little bit of Zestiria before, but I lost my save file, so... Berseria, I hear the storyline is really, really good. Hang on, what time am I working tomorrow? I need to see, because it's getting kind of late right now. Okay, let me see. If I turn on this... 8 hours and 49... Oh, I should probably go to bed. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Hang on a sec. Let me see here. Alarm set. Okay. Do you consider yourself a completionist? Not really. I think it depends on the game itself. Like, if it's like a... Completionist. It depends on the game. Most games, no. Completionist in the way I just want to finish the story, but it's also like, I'm a completionist in the way of I am a loot goblin, so I have to search the entire map, go through every nook and cranny, In a way, that way I'm completionist, but otherwise it's like not really, no. I mean, I think like there was a game. Which game was it that I played that I was a completionist for? Actually, visual novels, yes. Visual novels, yes. Anything else, no. I think that's the best way I can describe it as. I should play Baldur's Gate with you. Baldur's Gate 3 with you guys. I should really do that. I didn't finish the game yet. I should honestly do that. What else do I have? I mean, there's Code Vein. Like, I'm technically kind of trying to complete that, but also it's like, if I don't, it's not a problem. You should definitely rest up. Thanks for the really chill stream. It was nice talking to you. I'm looking forward to the next stream. Thank you. Thank you. It's really nice talking with someone as well. I'm glad that you tuned in, and I'm really happy you enjoyed the stream. Next stream will be whenever my day off is, which is... What day is it? Do I have anything on that day? Oh shit, it's Sunday. Oh, I have something to go to on Sunday, but I'll try and stream a little early that day. Not as late, I think. Maybe. Yeah. I'll probably do a morning stream that day. Because I have stuff to do on Sunday. But probably another... I don't actually know what I want to do that day, but it'll probably be on Sunday. Sunday, sometime morning EST time. That's probably when I'll stream next. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Dab me up one last time for my fellow Kingdom Hearts enjoyer. Dabbing you up right now. Let's go. Let's go. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in. I really had a fun time talking and chatting today. And I'm really, really glad that you enjoyed the stream. Thank you. I'm really, really happy about that. And I don't know, I just had a lot of fun talking about this stuff. I think it was a good stream today. I don't know, it's just I yap a lot, and it's really fun having someone to yap with. So, you know, thank you so much for chatting with me. Yeah, next stream is this upcoming Sunday. So yeah, hope if you can catch the stream, thank you for arriving then, if you do. If not, VOD is always present. No need to try and rush for anything live. I know I go live at like weird times, so yeah. VOD exists. That's something that's always there. So yeah, anyways, I need to shut up before I stay here for like 10 more minutes. Anyways, let's just put this off the screen. Remove. There we go. From chat with. See you Sunday then. See you. Thank you so much. Anyways, yeah, I gotta shut up before I yap for like 95 more minutes. Okay, bye. I gotta go before I stay. Bye guys. Bye. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.